if you don't mind, I'm going to start at the beginning of this. And it said, on the same day when evening had come, he said to them, let us cross over to the other side. Just so you know, this lake that they're talking about going to the other side is the Sea of Galilee. And I have that burning on me. I may teach more on the Sea of Galilee. But a lot of great things happen at the Sea of Galilee. And he says to them, let us cross over to the other side. Now when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was, and other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that it was already filling. But he was in the stern, which is the rear of the boat, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, Teacher, do you not care that we're perishing? How many times you ever asked that of the Lord? Do you not care today that I am perishing? Do you not care that everything I touch goes wrong? Do you not care? And then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. The wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? There was a man by the name of Noah, and Noah was commanded by God to build an ark. And when he built this ark, I want you to listen to what happened here. Then the Lord said to Noah, Come unto the ark. What does this mean? God was already there. He didn't say, Noah, go into the ark. He said, I want you to come into the ark. When they're on the sea of Galilee, what happens? Who's in the boat? Jesus. The message I have to you today is in the storms of your life, He is there. He is there when you feel like He's not there. He's there when you think He's asleep. He's there when you're in the ark, the Noah's ark. He was there. Do you not know that God prepared a fish for Jonah? He prepared it. The Word says this. Look at this right here. That was Genesis 7:1 if you want to look this up. But I want to prove this to you again. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was in the fish 3 days and 3 nights. God prepared that. God prepared the storm that was on when they were on the Sea of Galilee. God prepared what happened to Moses when he was going through the Red Sea. See, we believe that God is not there because we're against the wall. We believe God's not there when a storm's going wrong in our life. We believe that God's not there when things don't work out the way we thought it should. We believe that God's not there because we think He's a bad general and led us to the Red Sea and there's no way to get out, and He parts the Red Sea. God is with you in the storms of your life, and His question to us today is, why is it you have so little faith? How many things must He deliver me from? I'm going to talk to myself for a minute. I hope you don't mind. Before you start believing that I am God and I am with you. I'm with you in the storm. I am with you in the night. I'm with you in the day. I was with you in that divorce. I was with you when you were betrayed. I was with you when you were forsaken. I was with you through these things because I am God. It's not that you're going by yourself. You are the new ark, and He is where? In you. Oh, Lord. He is in you. Do you understand this? That's why I tell people, stop dragging Jesus places He doesn't want to go. Because He's in you. So He is with you and He is in you even when the storm is about ready to sink the boat. It is crazy how something major God can deliver you from and something little comes along and we forget that He's with us, don't we? Is that not true? He delivers you from some major disease you should have died from. And what happens? We're worried about something petty a week later. The enemy will bring these storms in your life to crush your faith. Do you know why the storms come in your life though? They come in your life so that they can be a testimony to the world of what I've done for you. See, the ark was a testimony about the obedience of a man, but it was a bigger testimony about God. Because God Himself was inside the ark. Now get ready. And God closed the door. The Bible plainly says that. Noah did not shut the door. God did, and saved them. You had to be terrifying for that boat to be rocking back and forth. I don't know if you've ever done any studies on Noah's Ark, but Noah's Ark, they say when the deep broke up, especially the secular scholars, say that it couldn't have happened, the boat couldn't make it. So a man built a special tank. He spent millions of dollars on this trying to prove it couldn't happen. Okay? He spent millions of dollars on this. To scale, he built an ark. To scale, he opened up the portals of water from underneath and caused a 300-foot wave to sink Noah's boat. Guess what? It wouldn't sink. They could not sink the boat. You guys know that? They could not sink the boat. They said, we don't. Do you know that the freighters that you see on the oceans and Lake Erie that carry all of these cargo, do you know they're made on the principle of Noah's Ark? How many knew that? They're actually built after that principle. Why? Because it was unsinkable. The only freighters that ever sink are the ones that had a lack of reinforcement in the center. They break in half and sink to the bottom. Built after Noah's Ark. Why? Because Jesus was in that ark. He says, come unto the ark. You wouldn't tell somebody to come in someplace you're not. Are you with me? He's with you in these storms. It don't matter what's going on. He's still there. He says, well, I don't see him. This is what I say. I don't see you. I don't feel you. Sometimes this is what he does. This is what he does. There's another storm that comes up on the sea. And what does Jesus do? He comes walking on the water, does he not? Walking on the water, on top of the storm. On top of the storm. Peter starts crying out, Lord, if it is you, let me come unto thee. And he was doing good. He says, well, come on. You can walk on water too. And so he gets out of the boat and he starts walking on the water. And you've heard this a dozen times probably. But as soon as he took his eyes off the master, he sank. Sometimes you'll start sinking in your life because you're looking at situations instead of at the master. The storm is great. It's tearing your boat all to pieces. You think you're going to die. You don't know how you're going to make it through it. You don't know how you're going to live. You don't know how you're going to get through this disaster. But what does he do? He says, I'm there. I'm there with you. I'm with you in the storm. You're not in this by yourself. I'm with you. I'm going to be with you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to forsake you. You know, the storm that happened in Jonah's life was based on something God did. Some of the storms you face in your life is so that he can get glory. When I had my heart attack, do you guys not know how many of my friends said it's not believable you lived and they don't know God? So if you're afraid and you don't know what you're going to do, and you think God has left you and God has forsaken you, he has not. He has not left you. He has not forsaken you. And to your surprise, he's in the boat with you. That's what you need to know. Was he in the boat with Noah? Yes. Was he in the boat with the disciples? Yes. Was he walking on the water when the next storm came up on the same sea? Yes. You remember there was a man that was demon possessed. And he was so bad that the disciples kept praying for him, praying for him, praying for him, praying for him, and nothing was happening. And so he brings them to Jesus. And Jesus says, how long shall I suffer you? He's disgusted. And you know, it always took me back. I'm like, God, this guy is foaming at the mouth. He's walling around on the floor. He is acting all crazy and psychotic. I understand why your disciples couldn't cast the devil out of him. What did Jesus tell them? He says, bring him here to me. He cast the devil out of him. And what does he tell the disciples? Because of your unbelief is why this devil was not casted out. You ever notice that if you look at something and the storm looks too big and looks too bad, you can't make it. He can't overcome this. This is too big. This is too big. But yes, he can. You cannot look at a situation and say this is how things are always going to be. You don't know what God's plan is. You can't look at the little boat you're in and compare it to the waves that's around you, because the Creator made the waves and the boat. He's not nervous. He likes people that have faith. The Bible plainly says, without faith it's impossible to please Him. You must believe that He is. First thing. And you must believe that He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. So if you're diligently seeking the Lord, you have a right for Him to be in your boat when it's in the midst of a storm.